bakit pa po hindi imbitahan kaagad ng committee para malaman na po natin kung sino yung tinutukoy niya? If one day, Mayor Magalong will be invited, why don't we just finish the hearing right now? We still have a lot of contractors that are waiting to be investigated.
Maaaring umaabot hanggang Appropriations Committee ng Kongreso ang kickback. Yan ay ayon kay Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong na di umano'y may hawak na mga ebidensya na magpapatunay na kumikita ang mga mambabatas sa flood control projects ng pamahalaan. Ang House Committee on Appropriations ay may kinalaman sa lahat ng gastusin ng national government, kabilang na ang mga proyektong ipinatutupad nito, utang at sweldo at benepisyo ng mga empleyado ng pamahalaan. Sa komiteng ito dumadaan ang taunang proposed budget ng pamahalaan bago isalang sa plenaryo ng Kongreso. Ani Magalong, iba-iba raw ang estilo ng pagkakaroon ng kickback mula sa flood control projects. Kabilang na ang pag-arbor ng proyekto sa winning bidder at paggamit ng dummy companies. Ibang usapin pa raw kung may kamag-anak o ang mismong congressman ay kontratista. May overpricing din daw na nauuwi sa substandard na proyekto dahil malaking bahagi ng budget ay napunta na sa korupsyon.
Indeed, I saw the news report when Senator Ping Lacson mentioned that there are approximately 67 congressmen and more who are involved in projects. However, Mr. Chair, in the subsequent interviews that he gave, he mentioned that he cannot give names because it was one of the members of Congress who fed this information. I am not objecting to an investigation to uncover the 67 congressmen, if ever they exist. However, Mr. Chair, what I am worried is the fact that the oversight powers of Congress will be clipped in the guise of conflict of interest. Ang sa akin lang po, nirerespeto ko po ang sinasabi ni Congressman Shel Jokno at ni Congresswoman Laila de Lima. Subalit, itong mga nakarang araw, kung titingnan natin ang budget ng Department of Public Works and Highways, nagugulat ako. Kasi tila may pumasok sa NEP na mukhang hindi naman dumaan galing sa baba. There is a big possibility that the needed projects are changed to wanted projects. Ang want ay gusto pero walang benepisyo sa taong bayan. Ang need ay kailangan. And with the current budget deliberations and the oversight powers of Congress, it's time for us to uncover the process and the system. Bakit ba paulit-ulit ito na nangyayari? Let the investigation proceed. Let the third-party investigation proceed to uncover the people behind this. But let us not forget that we cannot just sit and be taken out that we are the voice of our people and we need to correct the system. Kasi kung paulit-ulit ito na nangyayari, saan ba nagsisimula ang virus na ito? With that, Mr. Speaker, there was a point of order. I am not sure which section was violated. May I therefore ask for the ruling of the chair?
Mr. Chair, before.
Mr. Chair, Mr.
Deputy
Chair.
Majority,
Actually, as
not-
I've
it's
understood.
not your turn na, Congressman Rico. Deputy
Chair.
Majority Leader Adyong.
Thank you. Before we act on the motion of Representative, again, I also re-echo the sentiments of my colleagues here, respecting position of Congresswoman De Lima and Congressman Shel Jokno. Actually, last week, was referenced by Congresswoman De Lima that the basis for this TRICOM to convene is the House resolution that we adopted, PS 145. Mr. Chair, let us compartmentalize the issue. Number one, Mr. Chair, the purpose of this committee is not to pass on judgment, culpability of those who are mentioned by whoever, no, by Senator Lacson. The purpose of this TRICOM, Mr. Chair, is to pass legislation, in aid of legislation, see whether there are lapses in the existing policies that we have insofar as the implementation of flood control programs are concerned. We are not here, Mr. Chair, to pass on judgment or to render the culpability of any individuals that may be mentioned or are already mentioned, Mr. Chair. And that is in line, Mr. Chair, also with our constitutional mandate, Mr. Chair, given to us that the Congress not only business to legislate laws, but also to exercise its oversight function. If there are concerns, Mr. Chair, that warrants public scrutiny in national interest, Mr. Chair. The Constitution has given us that power and mandate to untangle some of the mysteries. For example, if there are loopholes in the laws, so that we can come up, Mr. Chair, with a responsive legislation in order to correct this. And number two, Mr. Chair, if there are concerns of conflict of interest, which I agree, Mr. Chair, with the Congressman, we have our own internal disciplinary measure, Mr. Chair. If there are congressmen who may be implicated, Mr. Chair, we have our own rules, Mr. Chair, to govern, to discipline our own ranks, Mr. Chair. If there are, for example, issues of conflict of interest, of directly involved in these ghost projects and substandard flood controls, let's refer that to the Committee on Ethics. We have our own internal disciplinary measure, but that should not preclude us, Mr. Chair, to exercise our constitutional given mandate, which is exercise our oversight functions and pass legislation that would correct the gapses and the loopholes in our existing laws, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, one more comment. In the precedence of motions, the point of order should be taken first. However, I do agree that indeed the gentleman and the lady has a point, and it can be taken immediately after as a question of privilege. In fact, it was already here included in the agenda. My question of privilege during the August 11 session, basahin ko na lang kasi related na rin eh. Binasa ko yung editorial, ang sabi, August 10 pa ito na newspaper, while the public is interested in finding out the extent of the corruption that President Marcos highlighted in his recent State of the Nation address, questions have been raised on the propriety and impartiality of lawmakers conducting an inquiry into anomalies that could implicate members of Congress. And the last sentence says, after his much uploaded job at the Shameless, the last thing he should want is to be accused of protecting the shameless sacred cows and of complicity or a cover-up. I will be willing to discuss this when my time comes in item number 6 of item 5. I just, para lang for proper order and decorum, unahin muna yung point of order, then we can raise a question of privilege since this affect the integrity and I would say the duties of the House of Representatives. I move that the chair first rule on the point of order.
Mr. Chair, before the ruling,
Please proceed.
my understanding is that Representative Jokno is not objecting to this investigation. He's just maybe prudence would require that all members of this committee participating in this proceeding should at least if they know that they have a conflict of interest, at least siguro po dapat siguro wag na sila mag-participate. Para po sa ganon may maging credible naman itong ating. We know for a fact that several representatives are also officers or maybe their relatives, immediate relatives are contractors. Saka siguro po, pwede natin pakiusapan na huwag na sila mag-participate yung mga may interest sa government contracts para sa maging credible naman po itong ating proceedings.
Mr. Chair, with due courtesy to all my colleagues, kanina lang ay tinanong ni Congressman Shell Jokno at ni Congressman Secretary Laila de Lima na hindi ba pangit na meron tayong komitiba and we might be investigating our colleagues? That's precisely the reason, Mr. Chair, why we are all here because of our oversight powers. Yes, tutumbukin yan by the third-party investigators, and if there are cases, let cases be filed against the personality. Pero ang punto ko lang, Mr. Chair, I am appealing to our members, wag po nating ilihis na patuloy ito na nangyayari. Nagbago na ang chairman ng Committee on Appropriations, nangyayari pa rin. And tila ako, nung pag-aral ko ng 2026 proposed NEP, merong mga napasok na flood control projects na hindi nang galing sa baba. Mr. Chair, with due courtesy to my colleagues, yes, tumbukin natin later ang Committee on Appropriations. But for now, we have the officers that resigned. I'm not sure if it is already accepted, officials of the Department of Public Works and Highways. We need to know paano ito nangyayari. And also, Mr. Chair, if I move forward, the intent of this committee is to exercise of oversight powers to put in and instill measures para hindi na maulit. Instead of focusing on a single situation, as reiterated, as conveyed by my very good friend, Congressman Ungab, baka pwedeng, we can invite them. We can invite a colleague who is not a member of the 4 committees. So the former chairman of the Committee on Appropriation is not a member of all the committees here. Eh pwede naman niyang imbitahin. Why do we have to put on motion? Let us not make the investigation personal. Let us all work together so that in the 2026 budget, while we are ongoing the deliberation, let us identify yung mga singit na flood control projects, yung mga cat's eye na nandiyan pa rin at hindi pa rin natatanggal. Let us do our job by putting a permanent seal to all these anomalous things. With that, Mr. Chair, may I appeal to my colleagues? Yes, let's invite the personalities mentioned. Let's do away with motions and divisions of the House because we are losing focus. Balikan natin, ano bang iniimbestiga natin? Na mapunta ang pera ng taong bayan sa tamang proyekto. Na mapuntahan ang investigasyon sa dapat na mga baguhin, that we have a new secretary, that we will be helping him, maybe put everything in place, all the safety measures, at yung mga admin orders, executive orders na nandiyan dyan, tanggalin na natin while we are all here. So again, Mr. Chair, may I repeat my appeal? The focus of our investigation is to nip the bud, putulin ang ugat para hindi na ulit tumubo. And with that, Mr. Chair, let's move forward to the interpellators that have signified their intention to ask questions. And I believe the Honorable Erice, as I earlier talked to him, is amenable to inviting a colleague. Kung hindi dumating, then let's discuss that. But is that the solution? Because any member of Congress will change. Any committee chairman will change. But if the root of the cause of all of this will not be nipped, paulit-ulit pa rin itong mangyayari.
Congressman Chanco din na Congresswoman. Mr. Chair, yun na nga ang problema, no? Nung unang ginawa to, I was against it. How can we investigate ourselves? That is the primary question. So kung ang isang congressman, sabi nyo kanina, kahit sino masagasaan, wala tayong sasantuhin, kahit congressman, kahit senador. Eh kung ang congressman hindi pa pwedeng maging resource person at hindi natin pwedeng pa-testify under oath, eh di ibig sabihin sa usapang to, exempted ang congressman. So paano tayo mag-iimbestiga? Paano tayo? Number 1. Number 2, Mr. Chair, here is the USB. Sinasabi, paano nagkaroon ng insert? Under the name of Congressman Saldico, ang insertion sa BICAM as proponent siya is 13,803,693,000. And we do not want to invite him as a resource person.
Mr. Chair, sorry.
Comsec, can you show this para lang sabihin hindi ako
Mr. Chair, with
nag-invento?
due courtesy.
Wait, I have the floor.
Yeah, i-correct
I
ko
have the
lang.
floor.
Yeah, but
I have
Mr.
the floor.
No, Mr. Chair.
I have the floor.
Just to, on the
I have the
record,
floor.
on the record, Mr.
I
Chair,
have the floor.
we did not refuse
Suspend.
to
I
invite.
have the floor.
Mr. Chair, suspend.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, kanina po pinag-uusapan yung insertion, tinanong po kung ano yung mga natanggal sa 2025 budget at kung ano yung mga naipasok. No? Kaya po, pabor sana ako dun sa motion ni Congressman Erice na imbitahan talaga ang dating former chairman ng Committee on Appropriations, si Congressman Saldico, dahil kahit dun sa small committee, wala pong naibigay na report. No? And for the record, under Congressman Saldico as proponent, ang insertion sa BICAM is 13,803,693,000. No? Under Ako Bicol, it's 2,295,000,000. And under BHW party list, it's 2,064,000,000 pesos. point ko lang po dito, Mr. Chairman, is mas malaki pa po ito sa mga, even yung 2 billion, mas malaki po ito sa NEP ng ibang mga lugar. So bakit kailangan dumaan sa party list ang mga proyekto para sa distrito? Bakit hindi po pinababa sa distrito directly? At ang makakasagot lang po yan is si Congressman Saldi po. Okay, next. Anyway, pangalawa po, nakita ko po yung listahan ng invited resource persons. Hindi po ba man natin inimbitahan si Mayor Benji Magalong?
Not for this hearing, Your Honor.
Pero iimbitahan po ba siya sa susunod na pagdinig?
At the future hearing,
Hindi, sa next hearing?
we have to discuss it.
Because nandito po kanina si Bante, siya po yung nagsabi na wag naman akusahan yung House at pangalanan kung sino yung tinutukoy. At pumayag naman po si Mayor Magalong na tukuyin pag siya ay inimbitahan ng House kung sino yung tinutukoy niya na pinakamalaki ang nakukuha na 20%. So ang tanong ko po, bakit pa po hindi imbitahan kaagad ng committee para malaman na po natin kung sino yung tinutukoy niya, Mr. Chair?
I think we have a commitment that we will invite him. But the commitment is not on the next hearing. Kasi marami po tayong pag-usapan. In fact, gusto natin isa-isahin yung mga SIMS construction, hindi yung nagpakita. St. Timothy, hindi yung nagpakita. Ito yung alam ng mga tao na gusto malaman yung katotohanan. So, ibig sabihin, we are united with Mayor Magalong on his commitment against corruption, for him to name the 67 lawmakers, no question. But he will be required in this committee to do it on their own. State 67 lawmakers who are contractors first. Second, lawmakers who are allegedly receiving 30 to 40% kickback. That will come in due time. That is the commitment of this committee.
Kasi sa sinasabi niya, ang pinakamalaking nakukuha ay yung Committee on Appropriation. So hindi pa ba mas mabuting i-address na po natin? Kasi nandiyan po, si Congressman Abante, nadinig ko po yung interview nyo, sabi nyo po, dapat pangalanan po ni Mayor Magalong. So ayaw nyo bang mag-present ng motion na imbitahan na siya kaagad para pangalanan na rin po niya? At sinabi naman po niya na willing naman po siyang imbitahan.
Congressman Avante, you're being asked.
Should I make the motion now?
Better, Mr. Chair, to show na talagang seryoso tayong imbitahan siya.
Talagay ko.
I just have one.
Mr. Chair,
Before speaking, I have one question lang po to Congressman Chanco. Is this part of your interpellation or what is this? Okay. All right.
It's part of my 5 minutes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
all right.
And after this, I will have no further questions because this will be my basis of seeing if talagang may pupuntahan tong committee na to o wala. Kung ayaw natin imbitahan si Mayor Magalong sa agarang panahon, may magkakaproblema tayo sa credibility niyan.
But I think we have to state for the record as well that in many public forums, Mayor Magalong has labeled the committee as merely a moro-moro committee. So I think the public should look at that as well.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pero sinabi niya, kahit tinawag niyang moro-moro, sinabi naman niya na willing siya magpumarap, di ba? Di tingnan natin kung haharap siya pag inimbitahan natin.
I think...
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Yes, please.
I think we should be sensitive regarding the word moro-moro. May we delete the words because I think it was Kong Zia, who is a Muslim. It was, I think, an affront to the Muslim community.
Yes, I understand it, but that was the exact statement of Mayor Magalong, labeling the committee as moro-moro. We will not remove it from the record, but because that is what he had labeled the committee.
Mr. Chair, just coming it from the members of the committee and saying that it is moro-moro, I think it's quite personal on the part of the members of the committee. But anyway, I will abide by the decision of this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Santos. Again, would you want to respond to
Yeah, Mr. Chair,
Congressman Chanco, please?
there's no problem in making a motion, but as you made a promise to me, Mr. Chair, that one day Mayor Magalong will be invited, why don't we just finish the hearing right now? We still have a lot of contractors that are waiting to be investigated, to be interpolated. So why don't we wait? Why don't we finish this first before anything else? Bakit natin ginugulo itong hearing na ito samantalang marami naman naghihintay dyan ng mga contractors na very much willing to be interpolated?
Right. Thank you for your response. Congressman Chanco, please.
No further questions.